Well, this is another good question about people. We hear this a lot. When people are suffering from depression, they're told that the only cure is closeness to Islam, and a true Muslim can't be depressed. There were, in fact, some people going around at one time talking about their version of Islamic psychology, which came down to, if you smile all the time, you won't be depressed. Absolutely bizarre. So people do say it, though. A true Muslim can never be depressed. And question says, but if somebody broke their leg, you wouldn't be saying, well, you don't get any treatment for it. With depression or anything else, we need to understand, and it's always been understood. This is not, the classical scholars of Islam dealt with mental illness, and as we mentioned, I think in the first lecture, Muslims were the first, as far as I know, to have mental health hospitals of a really good standard, some of which are still surviving today and still operating on original WACs or charitable trusts. So this is a sort of rather ignorant position, that you can get depression for purely biological reasons. In a sense, it's no different to having any other type of illness like diabetes or arthritis. It's biologically caused, and generally you need to treat it biologically. It's a type of depression that requires medicine, and there's other mental illnesses like that. So there are other types of depression, other mental illness to do with people's thinking, in which you could say, well, yes, if somebody were able to reconnect to Islam and think in the right way, that's part of the cure, but people need guidance on that, particularly when the sort of Islam that sometimes is taught or understood actually isn't conformity with fitra. And we see a lot of problems with that. I come back to the point I made earlier, the importance of making sure the person's understanding of Islam actually does fit the fitra, because it has to. Shariat is fitra. If the fiqh isn't fitting with understanding of fitra, then there's something wrong with the fiqh, probably. So this is something that we need to really knock on the head. Mental illness isn't necessarily the result of a disconnection from Islam. It can be the opposite. Remember, I said that we should be looking at journeying, at travelling, as being a sign of health. And in the course of that journey, there are stages of contraction and expansion. And some of these can cause problems for somebody in the situation they're in life. And people often now don't understand in the way they did in the past about what things mean. So our job is to often just educate. But it certainly wouldn't be true to say that because somebody is mentally ill, it's because they're somehow entered into a state of kufr or something like that.